The clown in chief of the United States of America, Donald Trump, has just tested positive for COVID-19 and was rushed to Walter Reed Military Medical Center because he is suffering from moderate symptoms of COVID-19. He basically has a fever right now, and his wife, Melania Trump, also tested positive for COVID-19. Now, there have been reports that have come out saying that Donald Trump contracted COVID-19 from one of his senior aides, Hope Hicks, sometime around or after the first presidential debate with him and Joe Biden. Now, Joe Biden has come out saying that he hopes he recovers from this, and that Joe Biden himself has tested negative for COVID, and that's good news. Now, one thing that I do have to say, and I know a lot of people will say that, I shouldn't rub it in, or I shouldn't make fun of someone who is suffering from this very debilitating disease if it gets to that point. But for Donald Trump, a person who has called this a hoax, it's a pandemic, it's not that big of a deal, it is what it is. And due to his mismanagement of the federal government, over 200,000 American lives have been lost due to this pandemic. And I just don't feel bad for the guy, because up until recently, he refused to wear a mask. Like, he just didn't think it's that serious. And, a lot of his supporters don't wear masks either. And they say that they love this country, that they care about the well-being of this country, but they can't even do a simple thing like put a mask on. You know what that tells me? It's like the shopping cart test, where people don't return a shopping cart. It tells you if they're an a-hole or not. But this mask thing is also sort of similar to the shopping cart test. If you don't want to wear a mask in public, that basically tells the world that you don't care about not only your own health, but the health of those around you. And look, even if wearing a cloth mask reduced the risk of spreading COVID by 5 to 10%, even if it's that low, which is, from what people are saying, is a lot higher than that, it's still if it's a 5 to 10% chance that a neighbor, someone like a loved one, or just a random stranger doesn't die in such a horrendous way, I'm willing to wear a mask. Because, hey, look, to die from COVID, that means you're in the hospital by yourself. The only people that are in the hospital with you are the nurses and respiratory therapists who are taking care of you, but your family's not there for you. You know how hard that has to be for your family not to see you in your last moments. And this is a guy who thinks this, he just doesn't take it seriously, and his followers don't take it seriously. Oh, it's a 99% survival rate. I mean, it's definitely more than that, because look how many people contracted COVID, and look how many people died from it. I mean, just do the math. And or they'll say like, oh, well, people, they suffer from other conditions. Like, yeah, Americans are extremely unhealthy, so that's definitely a huge risk factor. I mean, Donald Trump is not only is he old, but he's fat. He can barely walk down a freaking ramp that has like a 2-degree incline. I mean, he's not a spring chicken. He's not healthy. He's a very large president. So for him to not take it seriously, it's insane. But that just shows that, that's how he is. And, but on the other hand too, I don't wish death upon him, or I don't wish death upon anyone who has it, because, at the same time, he has a child, he has a young son who, I've lost a father, and I grew up without a father. I don't wish that on nobody. So, on that, note, I hope he does recover, and I hope he learns from his ignorance of this COVID-19 virus, and he's able to recover from it. And then, miraculously, he's able to make informed policy decisions about it as well, and he doesn't think it's, a joke. I mean, I honestly think that, this might have been a waking up call for him, because he needs to have that, it's just, unless someone that has died from COVID or has suffered from it very severely, I mean, you probably don't think it's that big of a deal, but it is. I don't want to risk the life of my loved ones or my friends or my community. So just wear a freaking mask. And that's all I gotta say. Thanks for watching. Peace.